Dazzling newcomers, seasoned vets exploring fresh facets of their talent, and ferocious scene stealers. Here, in no particular order, are just some of the Hollywood Reporter critic picks for the best performances of the year. First, Mary J. Blige in Mudbound. THR's Sherry Linden writes, Blige delivers a performance that's riveting in its stillness. As Florence Jackson, the matriarch of a family of tenant farmers in 1940s Mississippi, she's the embodiment of practical wisdom, forbearance, and vigilance. And yet, presented with a gift by her worldlier son, Jason Mitchell, she can melt into girlish modesty. Next, Timothée Chalamet in Call Me By Your Name. THR's John Frosch calls his performance as a brainy 17-year-old boy who falls in love with his father's 24-year-old research assistant a devastating sneak attack. Frosch added, "No performance this year felt as emotionally, physically, and intellectually alive, or so thoroughly collapsed the distance between actor and viewer." THR's Frank Scheck calls Richard Gere in Norman the moderate rise and tragic fall of a New York fixer perhaps his finest ever performance. Scheck writes, his still handsome looks minimized by unkempt hair and protruding ears, Gere delivers a slyly brilliant turn that makes his character simultaneously off-putting and sympathetic. Next, Tiffany Haddish's performance in Girls Trip. THR's David Rooney writes, recalling the electrifying unpredictability of vintage African-American stand-up comics like Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy when they transitioned into movies with rule-breaking irreverence, Haddish is crude, shameless, and utterly irresistible. Allison Janney as Tonya Harding's mother, LaVonna Harding in I, Tonya, also made the list. John DeFore calls her performance caustic, heartless, and ruthlessly entertaining, forcing viewers to want more. THR's Leslie Felperin describes Robert Pattinson's performance as Connie in Good Time as electric, saying Pattinson nails Connie's outer burrow vowel sounds and caged animal twitchiness. But perhaps even more impressive is the way he finds a physicality that suits the character, right down to the rolling, loping gait, expressive of both cockiness and hesitancy. And THR's chief film critic Todd McCarthy has this to say about Saoirse Ronan in Lady Bird. Her performance contains the multitudes, the many fleeting moods and charged emotions of adolescence on the brink of independence. The cusp between teenage immaturity and a boring adulthood has rarely been so shimmeringly caught. Head to THR.com for the full list of the Hollywood Reporter film critic picks for the best 13 performances of the year, including Sally Hawkins, Cynthia Nixon, Sam Rockwell, Lois Smith, Kristen Stewart, and Daniela Vega. And let me know what you think of the critics' picks in the comments. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Tiffany Taylor.